Alright, we're back, and we're playing Just King. I don't know if you know this, we're on the final level that's presently in the game. It's bubble level. Now, who do I like? Do I have moments? Oh my god, dude! Hold on, slash moment? No moment, dude! Origin, are you here? They gave my mods moments. They didn't even give me moments yet. I saw that Limmy got moments. He was giving out moments nonstop. Where's my moments, man? I did want to give people a moment for being here, like, right after the colonoscopy. Here's the thing with a moment. Right now, it's not that special. Because you're like, oh, everybody was here for that. But in like 5 years, imagine how much street cred you would get for having like the I was here during the colonoscopy arc badge. Like, that's the thing, is you don't know, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? I was here. I'm in danger, by the way. Never mind, I'm fine. Why am I fighting them at melee range? Let's just do that instead. Easiest play of my life. You can just lie and say you were here, even if you weren't here. Check this out. We got a synergy already. We got protagonist. We got tough. Frenzy, hasty, heavenly tough. We could add a third tough in the future. What are you? Good at regenning out of combat. Swords and heals. How much health do you give? 10, 20? I mean, nobody's dying early if we take this. Maybe I lock this shop. And then move me here. Move me here. You should have streamed it. I mean, honestly, the thing is, like, it wasn't... The actual... I'm not a baby. I was gonna say I'm a sicko, but, like, I'm just gonna steal some valor here. I'm gonna say it. I'm not a baby. When I get, like, a medical procedure done, I don't mind watching. You ever give blood? They force, like, a little towel over your vein so that you can't see the needle in your arm. I understand why they do it, but sometimes I'm, like, a little curious, and I'm like, what's going on in here? I don't mind. So they had the camera, like, in a place where I could see it. I was watching the process, but it's not that exciting. It's just a lot of, like, you know, you're going down a tube, you're going down a tube. The only time that it was anxiety-inducing is when they came to, like, a turn, and you're like, I'm gonna feel, like, some pressure in just a second. And then you're like... Anyway, it was completely fine. By the way, I didn't start with any items. Oh, probably because I didn't win my last run, right? That makes sense. Let me get a heavenly tough. A paladin. Should you be our tank? You have 25, you have 30 HP. Heals an ally or self. Or self, huh? Okay. Let's swap you for a second. I've never seen this game. What is happening? Oh, you didn't watch the one stream where we played this? I'm gonna buy some equipment for now. I don't think you guys are that valuable. Why don't you take 25% damage? You heal for 3 every 4 seconds. You heal for 10. Okay, so why don't you take a better heal for now, and you take some haste. This seems sensible to me. I'm joking, of course. I mean, if you missed Wednesday's stream... Wednesday's stream, we were not doing any banter at all, because we had to figure out all the game mechanics. So today, we're talking you two to me. Oh, I thought that was my eye, because we had that unit last time. We need O2, by the way. Not me, I'm built different. Throw some spears, please. Thank you. Like Rich Boy, throw some spears on this. Heavenly Hasty. What's a double heavenly? Heals also give armor and damage bonus. Last 5 seconds. Actually seems like pretty solid. I don't know how we're going to get another level of tough, though. We'd have to have all 4 units be tough. That doesn't... Oh, but we're going to combine you as... Okay, what? I'm not worried about it. Okay, let me get a super healer. This might be a little much. We got Deep Rusher. We got Shady Business Hasty. We could buy you for 2. And then get a hasty token for our cleric. I think levels are important, okay? Let's get that level going. And then you having haste makes a lot of sense. Even more so than a heal. That way you're healing every 3.2 seconds. But your heals will also empower your allies, which seems sick. And then, let's add... I'm going to add more health on our paladin for now, because they're our frontliner. And then, for now, why don't you just take the damage? I mean, I feel like one cost equipment is, like, insanely efficient. Because if you hate it, you can sell it for one later. Love the shirt today? Oh, happy to hear it. Thank you so much. That's basically why I wore it. Appreciate it. Hey, I'm going to Iceland in a couple of days. Any recommendations? It depends. Iceland is very cool, and that's not meant as a pun intended. I would rather you didn't take it as pun intended, honestly. If you're staying in Reykjavik for like 4 to 5 days, you can go to everything that's recommended, which is actually exactly what you want in like a tourism destination. Go to TripAdvisor, go to like the 5 best restaurants for dinner, and go to like the 5 coolest restaurants for lunch. And then there's like 3 museums, a cool looking church, and a bakery that opens at 4 a.m., which you might be jet lagged to begin with. And then hopefully, you know, maybe rent a car and drive around the country a little bit. It is very expensive. It's like insanely expensive. That's the other aspect. Okay, we do have another tough token. You know what? We can do this. Kill you, grab a tough token, put the tough token on our paladin. Paladin hits level 2, okay? Now our paladin deals slightly more damage. And then our paladin could also have some extra armor. I love it. Give me non-combat interactions. Passing through the extremely suspicious alleys, you are distracted by wondering how a city is hidden in such a strange place. Eventually, in the midst of the daydreams, you feel your pockets lighter. In fact, so much lighter that you realize someone is running from you with your bag of gold. What do? I do precision throwing. 4 hasty tokens and 5 gold. I love that for me. Let me apply all of those to our cleric to give them the easiest level of all time. Why not? And then you're only 1 level. Oh, no, we'll get an extra token, but the token's going to be worth... Oh, it doesn't matter, because we weren't going to give that to anybody else anyway. We don't have any other hasties regardless, but we'll definitely cleric up. Like, level 3 cleric is nuts. On hit, apply a slow for 2 seconds. I don't know who's taking that, okay? I almost feel like... How much health you got? 52? Seems kind of sick, actually. Why don't you take more health? You take this thing that applies a slow. Lock the shop, because these guys can turn... But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The other thing is, in Iceland, do not come back to my chat if you go to the Chuck Norris restaurant while you're there, okay? I've only been to Reykjavik... Okay, this sounds like such a flex. I've only been to Reykjavik twice. But genuine, I've been there twice. First time was in 2013, and I was like, oh, that's a little funny, a Chuck Norris themed restaurant. Next time was in 2018, and I said, really? That Chuck Norris place is... How is it possible you're able to keep a Chuck Norris themed restaurant alive? I'm not even worried, man. There's enough tourists who are like, I don't like to eat fish, I'm gonna go to the Chuck Norris restaurant? I don't know. You guys gotta be tough. Plus 2 damage. It doesn't seem that valuable. Here's what I like, okay? My 2 cents. Sack me. Sack me. 2 levels of tough. What are you? You're also tough? We don't need 2 paladins here, okay? So here's what I'm thinking. Take 1 tough. No, take 2. It's fine. Take 2 and call me in the morning. Level up. Level up? No, I have to kill you to level you up. That's fine. Get killed. Get toughed. Get bought. And then we got no more synergies, but at least we didn't lose our existing synergy. Plus 2 damage? I think I actually, because you're AoE, I actually feel like plus 2 damage might matter on you. Somebody's got this too. Who's our protagonist? It's the hoplite. Okay, so take one of these then. And then you're okay, take one of those. Not relevant, not relevant. Okay. You lost your protagonist buff? That's true. I'm not sweating that, though. Because what? Extra attack speed? What's that? Only, like, the most important thing in the game? Doesn't seem like that's all that good. I should take some extra damage for now. And then, +2 damage. Honestly, I'm a pass on that one. But you know what I'm loving about Just King, by the way? +5 armor. Holy cow. The games move so fast. Like, a winning run of Just King is like 15 minutes long. It's turbo speed. After taking damage, gain 3 bark skin. Plus 75% damage. We need a damage dealer. You attack very fast at melee range. You just kind of attack fast in general. You don't really. Summon 3 tentacles that last 10 seconds. Every 2 seconds they do some damage. I don't know who's doing damage here. Maybe we're just like a sustained survival team here. But definitely... Definitely I don't fully know what I'm doing. I kind of feel like armor on your tank obviously makes sense, but we already have like some synergies where our tank is going to get some armor. Our tank's going to get some extra health. So I almost feel like some bark skin on the cleric makes sense, because if the cleric dies, we lose forever. And then I'm like, some of these are not that good. Well, just freeze me for now. Lock me for now. Because I think I do want plus 75% damage in the future, and we don't lose our gold round to round. All we gotta do is survive the elites. We'll get a bunch of rewards. You know what? I'm realizing we're making a similar mistake to last time. We really gotta try to prioritize getting all level 3s. Hey, are we alive? Kind of. Paladin, live. Just run. We're just out healing the boss now. You know what my problem was? I ran into some of those bubbles, thinking those bubbles were good for us. Obviously, that was not the case. Okay, we gotta hit you at some point. This seems horrible. Good dodging, though. Just land a couple shots. Please, one more. I'm alive. Little king heal, please. Thank you. We also, dude, all of our corals freaking running out of oxygen. Hold on, we gotta kill the rogues, man. They're going stealth mode. They're gonna come out and kill me. It's a little spooky. It's not that bad. It's just a little spooky. My paladin will probably die, and you know what? And maybe not. You see in those self heals, put your own oxygen mask on before you put on your opponent's or your child's, I guess. Here you go. Let's spread the love around. Let's let the hoplite take a little tank for a minute. Don't mind if our cleric has to take the tank for a minute. Buying a team. This game's just like SAP. Look, I know you're making fun of like my YouTube titles, okay? You ever hear the expression from the Bible? Hate the sin, love the sinner? I don't know if that's actually from the Bible. It seems anti-biblical in some ways, but I know it from Hamilton, which in many ways is the Bible of Broadway. You need to die. This healer, the caster needs to go. Can you attack the caster, please? No? All right, that's fine. Bubbles. We're gonna need some bubbles. My O2 is low. Just so you know, I'm going to a place nearby. Gotta go. Love the shirt. Hate the shirt, love the wearer. You know what they say. Please attack the caster. We're back, baby. Okay. I just saw so many red X's on the ground that I was like, this is hell. Let me get a little hoplite tank. Can I get a little hoplite to the front? Thank you, thank you. Just give us a second to get healed up. Okay, you are not, because he's coming back thanks to our cleric. Now you go back to the front because you got full HP again. Keep the O2 coming, baby. Heal him, heal him. Hoplite to the front. No, this is really bad. Yeah, this is insane. We're gonna die. We're definitely gonna die. Don't worry, my king has a bubble shield. That is not how that works. Bro, my cleric? My cleric was just healing my king, which I understand the reasoning for. Cleric needs to tank up a little here. You seeing these dodges? Oh, just keep, dude, just keep it going. The cleric is doing damage. Let the king tank some hits. Have we ever beaten an elite? Well, we're on the final level of the game, so I'll let you know. I think you can figure it out for yourself. Despite the apparent self-evident answer to the original question, I think you can follow the logical flowchart and figure that one out. Rude? It's a rude question to begin with. Your rudeness is responded to with rudeness. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, now watch this. You're not gonna get me stuck here. We have to be very careful because the cleric cannot self-heal. But it can heal our king. And our king can do some damage at melee range. I gotta remember, we can't glance. We need O2. My king is healed to full somehow. Probably because the cleric's keeping him pumping. That's very valid. Okay, get the damn casters out of there, man. You got no O2 here, man! I need real bubbles. Dodge the fireballs. I'm just gonna be real with you. This is probably gonna take some time. Like, I don't think this is gonna be a quick one. I also think I might just die of lack of oxygen. There's simply not enough O2 on the level. The coral regenerates, but not at a prodigious pace. King, you gotta get in there. We gotta do some melee hits. There's something. Okay, just some oxygen came back. Suck it up. Get a full bubble. Let the king tank it. He can do it. Now, some melee damage to the casters. Please. Bye-bye. I know. I see us taking the damage. I see it. No. Oh, but we were like so close to the O2. Don't boo me. That run was okay. Okay, try me again. There were problems. Wizard. Thank you. Some AoE. You love to see it. Hey, look at this. +1 armor and +1 armor for the party. No, let's go plus 50% damage on you. You take the armor buff. +1 damage, you take that. Okay, that's a gimme. Rod, dude! What was I thinking? Start a prediction. Will we beat this level? This level. We're gonna beat this level. Will we beat this world? Yes, no. Now, don't insult yourself or me. A world in this game is... I'm just like, this is an insane path. Well, let's give it a try. World is beating the final boss, who we didn't even see this time. So I would say we lost the damage race in that last one. So 2 healers, no DPS might be a little much. So why not say, will we beat the boss? Who cares? Why not part your hair a 1/4 millimeter to the left instead of where you do it right now? Because at some point in life, you gotta say, you know what? That's good enough. I gotta go to work. Now, your strategist rusher. I think you always want a cleric. At least at my current level. I see no need to lock the shop. Let's send it back up. Having something to heal your tank or your DPS seems important. It's something to res it too, in case things go terribly wrong. The boss is shorter to right. Yeah, but just by, I mean, I type like 106 words per minute. So just by having to respond to your criticism, It's an order of magnitude more time for both of us and also everybody watching than to have just gone with it to begin with. Yeah, I'm flexing. You think I didn't run Mavis Beacon typing school when I was a little kid? I have to flex it. You know why? Because in 9th grade, I got a B- in computer class, which was basically just typing, because my teacher was mad I didn't use the home row. Which is like, I mean, it just goes to show you, man. Isn't an order of magnitude 10x? Yes. I calculated, I said, how much longer does it take to type this world versus the boss? And I said to myself, the answer is about 1/3 of a second. I spent 3 seconds eviscerating the person who wrote it in the first place. I think you'll find the pedantry of it was actually coherent and valid. Now, you're trying to get under the skin of somebody who had someone get inside of his skin yesterday, okay? You're a level like up here. I had 20 minutes of a snake with a camera for a mouth inside of my colon yesterday. How are you going to affect me? I don't understand. Just shut up and look at the shirt, okay? We got hasty. I mean, we can get the easiest synergy of all time. And then you're a rusher. Well, if you're a rusher, why don't you just join the team so we get a synergy temporarily? I don't love any of the equipment there. You're an archer. At least you're doing some damage. I don't know if this is Elite City, but you seem pretty affected. I mean, people always say that. They're like, oh, you seem mad. Well, yeah, when people say like dumb shit, I get annoyed with them. Why have we created a culture, though, where if you call out someone's dumb comment, they win? Like, hey, I said something stupid and you responded to it and made it clear to a lot of people that it was stupid. I own you. Like, no. You probably don't own anything. I own like 23% of my house. You think you're gonna own me? I don't think so. Only the bank owns me. You're a rusher. You're not a rusher. You're hasty. You're letting them win? I am 12 and this is deep. Okay. Speaking of deep. Hot Hands Hasty. What is Hot Hands? Spawns collectibles that grant extra attack speed. Hold on. Just gonna pour one of these. Ooh, baby. Feels good to be drinking some water again. Because here's the thing. When you drink the 4 liters of colonoscopy prep juice, they tell you make sure you drink a lot of fluids so you don't get dehydrated. What the hell are you talking about? I can't drink any more fluids. I drank 4 liters of goo to clean me out. My stomach is full and empty at the same time. And my doctor was like, hey, she said you did the prep well, but there's a little bit of residue in here. What did you eat yesterday? I said I didn't eat anything. I just drank apple juice. And she said, what kind of apple juice? Then I told her Simply Apple, which literally has one ingredient, apples. And she's like, oh yeah, we didn't mean that kind of apple juice. We meant like the cheap kind that's like water and ascorbic acid or something and bronze food coloring. I'm like, well, maybe, I didn't say this, maybe you should put that shit on the damn form. I literally bought a juice that was just liquid apple, and I'm getting admonished for following your instructions. That you should have interpreted what we meant. It's madness. Anyway, and then she cried, and then she subbed to the channel, to be clear. Okay, how much do we care about Hasty? We care. I think we would love to see us, because you're probably not going to be long. Well, I don't know. Maybe we do want to stick with you. Maybe this is the kind of game where you don't pivot late. Maybe you just stick with what you got because we got 3 synergies here. And then because we're going to fight a bunch of elites, we invest as soon as possible into leveling up our units. Thusly. Who's our other Hasty? We don't have another Hasty. Okay, so we would like a Hasty Heavenly, but the only Hasty Heavenly is a Cleric? No. You could also take a Hasty Hot Hands or a Hasty Strategist. Which, if it happens later, it happens later. But for now, I want you to go... Well, why don't we just have you level up? That seems very sensible to me. +1 armor for the party, +1 damage. Okay, it makes way more sense for this to happen. And then can you give me a synergy? We're looking for Hot Hand Strategist Heavenly. None? Then roll me. I don't roll too much in this game. We got a Deep Rusher, Sharkmancer, good at disrupting the battlefield, bad at sustaining burst damage. You're a Hot Hands Hasty. You're a Hot Hands Hasty. We could get a double synergy here. Hold on. Now we got a triple synergy. I'm starting to think that it might be a triple rainbow. Rusher tokens are good for us. Then sure, you know, do we want Deep Rusher or Protagonist? Doesn't seem to matter right now. Let's lock this shop. Who's a Rusher that's close to popping? Nobody. I think our Wizard needs to pop first. Okay, he's figuring it out. Now, we are going 2 to 3 elite fights in a row, so I'm a little scared. But I think we at least had a plan. If you have a plan and the plan doesn't work, whatever. Like, that's life. If you don't have a plan and it doesn't work, you're like, yeah, what did I expect? There's no shame in a plan not working, as long as you came up with good reasons for it, or reasons that felt good at the time. Are you a rusher or a dragger? When I'm steering wheel drumming, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm in perfect time all the time. I would say my most common tempo mistake is dragging, because I feel like dragging is like more soulful. Like when somebody, it's like jazz, right? When you think a note is coming and then you delay the note for like for a little bit, then you're like, ooh, I see what you did there. You put a little sauce on it. Rushing is like you just don't have rhythm, or you're trying to get the whole band to speed up. There was an elite there apparently. Okay, that was the easiest fight of my entire life. We still want rusher. We still want rusher. We still want strategist, right? You're a strategist. I think we toast you. Toast you. Toast you. Maybe we get early levels and we get equipment later. Now you're level 2. You're Hot Hands Hasty. None of this others. Well, no. It is good for us. We should have hit you with one rusher, one strategist, so that we could have put a rusher on our archer. I don't know. Maybe it's just better to get you to level 3 as soon as possible. Rush versus big time rush. Who wins in a fist fight? Can I tell you? So yesterday or 2 days ago, that clip of the stream where I was talking about how Drake always sounds like he's just leaving a voicemail on his songs. It was posted on live stream fails and you know, got some attention. And then the top comment was like, Drake singing voice, been roaming these halls looking for being chased by a wizard. Drake rapping voice, but the wizard is my homie though. And I was like, that's very funny. I read it in Drake's voice, and it got me pretty good. But then the comment right below that had me laughing for like 5 straight minutes, which was like, it reminds me of that old Rush copy pasta, which was Geddy Lee voice. 1,000 years I've been roaming these halls, searching for the vile wizard to unslap my balls, and then simultaneous bass and synth solo. It's so good. Like that's perfect. It's just enough Rush, but obviously not to be as funny as possible. Like a perfect imitation wouldn't be funny, it would just be Rush. But Geddy Lee's screeching voice saying to unslap my balls is like, it's the perfect, it's just perfect. Hold on. Rushing is good for us here, but the cleric is the dream, obviously. And then to get hasty next, well, we're gonna fight another elite. Can I tell you something? We must have 2 shit pieces of equipment. You get 1x gold. But to go up a clerical level, I mean, that's... Dude, I think you dump the equipment, fight the elites, get a bunch of rewards, buy better equipment later. See ya? So, I mean, those are big losses, don't get me wrong. But we're going all in. Now we got a level 3 cleric. We can buy some equipment next time. And that, in order to if we're going all in, then this is all in. You fight all the elites. Probably should try to get the reward. What the hell? Emerald Light, guide us. My whole squad's dead? Hold, but we rezzed, and we'll res one more next time too. We're fine, we're fine. It's the damn rogues, man. The rogues are too damn strong, and the rent is too damn high. Okay, anyway, see, look, we're back. Then we got the early hot hands. Yep. We rezzed with the whole squad's laughing. The whole squad's back. Wizard is taking shots. Now that I think about it, why is the wizard at the front? Oh, because all of my units have no HP. Okay, so we might want to think that through in the future. I don't know. Maybe we stack for wizard tank or something. I don't know. We go equipment for wizard tank. Little hot hands bonus for you. The imp has HP, but he's so tiny. You would think that he wouldn't. He's such a He doesn't seem like a tanky unit. Oh, only the unit that picks up the hot hands token gets the haste? I gotta get that on the wizard every single time then. Sour food versus spicy food, who wins? Just not being a hater at all. Who's taking sour in that battle? I don't think anybody. Very few people on Earth are like, oh, my favorite flavor is sour. Spice isn't even really a flavor now that, well, I guess it kind of is. It's not a taste, I guess, but sour drinks versus spicy drinks. On the cruise, I did have a Bloody Mary after saying that I don't like Bloody Marys or Caesars, and I liked that Bloody Mary, but by the end of it, I was still like, I feel like I just drank a glass of alcoholic tomato soup. I think I'm still not a Bloody Mary guy. Do you have to be hungover to enjoy a Bloody Mary? Is that the thing? Because I was not hungover, and I was like, this just... It tastes like I'm drinking like a little vodka mixed with a Campbell's soup can. It doesn't hurt. I mean, there's like a tier list, right, of flavors. I don't know what's at the top. It depends on who you are. But in terms of like the actual tastes that we've been mythologized into thinking that our tongue can actually taste, bitter's at the bottom. I love some bitter foods, but rarely are you like, oh, I wish this was more bitter. And then like you get above that, what's left? You know, for me, salty's probably at the top. And then probably umami. And then probably sweet. And then probably sour and then bitter, I would say. But I'm sure like the top three, a lot of people have like a sweet tooth. A lot of people really appreciate the umami. I don't know, it's tough. Did I miss one, by the way? I always think the number of tastes is equal to the number of senses, but obviously that's not true. Okay, we need some strategist rushers. We have none of them. We actually could take good advantage of a hasty here. You have more health. I mean, health is important on like everybody, but let's start with 2 hasties, okay? Oh no, we could just buy an imp. I never take one, so I didn't know that you were actually here. Hey, Aftercry 13361, thank you. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. You know what? You're right. Actually, our cleric has the most HP, but that scares me. So I'm moving imp to the front. He has slightly more HP. We have 7 life left, and a wizard who is 2 away from level 3 with no value here. I'm gonna say imp. Why don't you take extra health for now? Cleric healing faster is always good, but then there's another part of me that says, you know what? I think 25% haste on your wizard so that he shoots his fireball faster is great for AoE. Plus 25% damage. Fireball's 4.5, flames 2.5. I don't think it's good enough, but I don't want to reroll. I feel like we could beat the elites with this. I could be wrong, though. Now, remember, you got your imp at the front. Who gets the hot hands? The wizard gets the hot hands. Ah! The wizard goes hasty status, and then is just whipping fireballs out there 24/7. Watch out, watch out. We got rogues. Enemy rogues. But the great thing about the wizard, I think, we can kill the rogues accidentally just by virtue of our AoE without being able to target them individually because they're stealthed up. Like, that's kind of a dream. It is hard to say that I like sweet flavors more than salty, because I feel like I like salty snacks more than sweet snacks. But there's probably, like, you know, I think you notice the lack of sugar as well. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like salt maybe is just a... Help me! I'm dead. There's no way I live. It's not livable. Or is it? I just wanted to get the hot hand synergy. That's the only reason I was up there to begin with. King takes some damage. The king is tanking. That seems fine, right? Nope. Alright. Let me throw in a slash marker there real quick. That slash marker, just king 1. I really thought we had